So I want to show you guys in this video that I'm using Lookout Premium Plus, which is a paid security app for your Android mobile phone. And when I go to privacy on the top right hand corner of the menu, I see that there's 18 apps that have access to my calendar. So if I select that, I'm able to see these apps. Now, towards the bottom here, next to Messenger, I had the app Slides, which is a yellow colored app from Google. It's one of the many apps that Google provides, and Slides works similar to a PowerPoint presentation. So it said that this was one of the apps that had access to my calendar, and I clicked on Slides, right? I selected Slides, much like I'm going to select Outlook here, which is an email app for my phone. And it says that these apps can access my calendar events, it can take photos or videos, it can look at my contacts list, it can look at my device's location, it can store and access information on my device or my phone. And so I'm not liking the fact that that this particular app, which I just used for my email, is using or seeing any of this other information from my phone, like my photos, my location, my storage. So I'm going to select Manage Permissions, which is at the very bottom, and it's in green with white letters. So I'm going to select Manage Permissions in hopes that I'll be able to sort of manage and control what permissions this app is granted and is able to see, I guess. So there. So I see that if you look under on install, you see app notifications, and then you see permissions. In blue and smaller letters, it says no permissions granted. So right now I'm a bit confused, and I'm thinking, shouldn't it say on there that it has permission to look at my photos, to look at my contacts, to add things to my mobile phone device, to delete things or remove things from my phone device, mobile phone device? And Lookout is now telling me, I'm not actually sure at this point if it's Lookout who's telling me or who is telling me. Why am I seeing no permissions granted? Who is having me see no permissions granted versus permissions granted, right? Camera permissions granted, storage permissions granted. Who is it, right? There's obviously something wrong here. Is it my mobile phone? Is it the Android operating system software in my mobile phone? Is it Google somehow? Is it Lookout app, security app somehow? Is it maybe Outlook, the app? Maybe it's hiding. Something somewhere is hiding what Lookout Premium Plus app is telling me about my privacy, right? So according to Lookout, this particular email app should have permissions to my calendar, my storage, my camera, and yet I'm looking at the settings, I'm looking at the information for this app, right? At the app info. And for some reason, under permissions, there's absolutely no permissions granted. I have I have I have now granted the calendar permission. Now granted the camera permission. I just have to toggle this to the right, and I'm granting it permission, but none of them would toggle to the right. So these switches are off. I don't understand why it's, why Lookout, the security app for my phone, is telling me the Outlook has permission to all these things. There's something wrong here, and I don't know what app is the one that's misleading, I guess. So it's a question that I've contacted my security app about, and I hopefully made sense to them. But this is an issue to me because, I'm not sure if I should delete this app or not. I use it, and I intend to use it as often as possible. But if it's got permissions to other things that I didn't give it permission to, then it's misleading, and it's it's just at that point a predatory app.